DAE get so anxious and overwhelmed that you often feel like crying yet you can't for some reason? Yes. Generally a few days during the month. Nah. I wish. I can always cry when I don't want to. My thing is working up the tears when I'm supposed to and they don't come. All the time. My friend. Sometimes. Can someone be depressed while everything around them is okay and other people have it worse than you? I like to think that we must live in a pretty good society if I have time to think about my feelings and contemplate existential challenges. If you actually found something productive to do, you might be able to take your mind off those things. The people who are out there getting shit done aren't posting on the internet about their feelings. Welcome to being human. Life is a challenge and it definitely isn't supposed to be easy in any way. And it never will be. Yes, my life has been pretty great in comparison to many others. But my life/dream didn't align with my true values and this resulted in my being depressed. Not everyone shares the dream that society projects into their reality and many times people who seem to have it all are missing important aspects of their personal dream. Most suffering, including depression, comes from the mind's inability to accept reality or what is. You either fail to accept reality and reject the positive things in your life, or you accept reality and build a sort of fake life around it, but always feel you're still lacking the things that would make you feel fulfilled. Depression can be caused by outside sources, but once it takes root it is a chemical imbalance and outside sources may not affect it anymore. Compare it to slipping on ice and breaking your leg. Your leg doesn't magically heal when the ice thaws. Also, something could cause you to become depressed that might not bother someone else, and that is okay too. We are all wired different. Compare it to someone who can walk on ice without slipping. Stretching the analogy a bit thin here. Don't beat yourself up with guilt because you don't think your life is bad enough to be depressed. Anyone can get a chemical imbalance in their brain. You can be rich, poor, young, old, no one is immune. How to approach women in a normal, non-creepy, natural way. A lot of times the creepiness comes out when she can tell what you are after, her. Start with something that engages her regarding something else. If you are at an art exhibit and you think she may be open to conversation, ask her about the art. If she knows the artist, etc. Tell her you don't understand a piece and ask her what it is. Something that steers the conversation away from her personally. But enough that she can engage with you if she wants. It lets her take the lead, get more comfortable, and lessens the chance of you feeling rejected. Greater than is it disrespectful and creepy for a polite man to innocuously and respectfully strike up a conversation with a lady? No. There probably are a few women that don't want any interaction at all with any men. But my experience has been that most women are open to conversation about innocuous things. When your neighbor walks by, I'd say hello and maybe make some comment about it being a beautiful day or something like that. I'd do it from wherever you are. I think it's better not to physically approach her until you are confident that she's interested in talking with you. And you can say something about the art also. Then assess her response to determine whether she's interested in talking. Example 1. You wave and say hi when you see her. She's respond if she cares too. But that's just a nice friendly thing to say hi. Example 2. Yes. You talk about the art. It's not creepy to discuss a shared experience. You can talk to just about anyone about art at an art museum. Or the band at a bar. Or something like that. At worst, you're annoying them. It's creepy when you start talking about them personally when they don't know you. Don't think of it as an approach. It's just starting conversation. See what happens then. What words have completely lost all meaning? Racist. This has to be the biggest one. This is such a hot button word in the current online zeitgeist. Very few people seemingly actually know what racism is. Or what it means to accuse someone of being racist. Racism is about racial superiority. Pure and simple. Trying to water down this term completely ruins the importance and power the word should have. White supremacy is another term that goes right along with racist. That has lost all of its meaning. Triggered. Everyone use that word as something that upsets them or annoys them rather than for something that triggers a trauma response. Phobic means to have an actual fear of, but now people stick the suffix phobic on the end of everything when someone doesn't like or agree with it. Most things with mental health like depression, anxiety, bipolar, ADHD, most political terms. One word I haven't seen yet is sorry. It just seems like such a lifeless word. Most people use it without being genuine about it and say it just because. And from where I am in Greece it has mostly replaced its Greek counterpart signon because it's much easier on the tongue. And because of that it's also so much less genuine. If someone does say signon it's most often than not genuine, other than surprising to say the least. It may just be me, but that's what came to mind first when I saw the post. The word gender. It's misses now a shit ton. The only genders are male and female, which is how we're born. If you feel that are neither male or female and think it's okay to call it a different gender, it's not okay. Egg. The people who are saying that their gender is something to do with feeling like you are two people in the one body. That's a mental health issue, ye Egypts. What's the likelihood that you'll shit your pants at least once in your lifetime? Is it something I should be worried about? I feel like it would be more weird to not have a story of shitting your pants at some point in your life. For me, I was once on a 4-day grade 8 school trip in another city. I got food poisoning from an undercooked hamburger and pooped my pants on a group bike ride. I don't think it showed through my dark-colored jeans. But I'm sure the other kids could smell it on the bus ride back to the hotel. Another time I had gastroenteritis causing me to throw up and diarrhea at the same time. Luckily this was at home. But I had to ask my housemate to grab me a new pair of pants. Yes, I awoke one night to an absolute pain in my stomach. My body was preparing for it, but I was still sort of asleep and didn't know where I was in the darkness. I was searching around for a door and feeling for a light switch. Then it happened and it didn't stop. Good thing it wasn't during the day though. I reckon if I'd found the toilet faster I could have saved myself, but once it came I couldn't stop it. Really jarring experience, and heaven help anyone who has had it happen in public. To be fair, I will also add this is the only time I lost control. Any other time you can kind of know. Yeah, this shart will fuck my day up. Time to run. Toilet is a beacon of hope. Just last week I was about to leave for work and thought I had a safe fart. Ended up sharting. And nearly missed the bus. My worst was after a night out a few years ago I woke up hungover. And whilst sitting on the sofa in my boxers once again I did an unsafe fart. Absolutely destroyed my boxers and shit on my sofa. Fortunately I had a faux leather sofa so it was easy to clean. Yeah, you'll probably do it a few times unless you don't trust any farts.